Hey guys, I I went to see Star Trek Into Darkness last night, and I was going to give you some sort of philosophical, conundrum of the movie, or maybe illogical fallacies. I mean, it is sci-fi, so I could say, the odds of them doing specific things or finding specific things are astronomical. But I'm not going to go there. I went to see this movie, and when I got there, I called one of my friends. I was like, "Hey, you want to go see this movie with me?" And they're like, "I'm going to see that movie tonight, so I can't go with you because I'm going to see it." And I said, "Oh, when are you going to see it?" And they were going at the same time to the same theater that I was. So we ended up in the same movie theater. And I got there and I was just going to let him do his thing because he was with his family. And then his dad was like, is he sitting alone? Go sit with him. And he's like, all right. Because he thought social protocol dictated that he needed to sit with his family because he went there with them. So we're sitting right behind them. And just for a little bit of background, I'm kind of a flamboyant person, and I'm kind of, what's the word? I'm 5 years older than him. I'm 20, he's 15. It's normal. Um, you know, we've been friends for like 5 years, and whatever. But it's always seemed a little odd that sometimes I would sleep over at his house, and I was older than his oldest sibling. So it's kind of odd. Anyway, his dad has always been kind of eh. Well, we go to this movie theater, and his dad has already expressed my tendencies is kind of off, and they're very, no, that's bad. So I'm watching. I go in to see this movie. Being a fan man, or fanboy, or fangirl, man version of a fangirl, whatever, I was really excited. Benedict Cumberbatch, Zachary Quinto, who I prefer better because he's a serial killer in Heroes, as Sylar. And then there were a couple of trailers. Now, apparently his family is one of those people, they don't talk during movies. Just, I chatter with my friend, not loudly, but I'm used to not sitting near people, so I just will talk to them. But sometimes I'm louder than I know I'm being loud, so I'll say something to my friend that's meant to be private, but I say it too loud. Anyway, I'm sitting there behind this family, and the trailer for Elysium comes on. Now, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a Halo world. It's a Halo, and rich people live on it, and everyone else lives on Earth, and it's like crime and all this crazy stuff. I think it's got Matt Damon, and he gets this cool suit that I don't even know what it does, but it has a lot of Halo-esque things. But I don't know if any of you have played Mass Effect, but the shuttles from Mass Effect 3 look almost identical to the car things they drive in this movie. And I'm really pissed about that, because there's a company, and there are people who created content that made this amazing, very, very nice game. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, they were magnificent. I love Mass Effect 2. I haven't played through 3 because I'm not exactly sure how to do it properly, because, if you screw up in Mass Effect, it can really affect the outcome, and I would rather have a perfect game. So, which is just a term for when nobody dies and you get all the stuff and your ship doesn't blow up and you save as many people as possible. And so I haven't beat that one, but I do know there are a lot of similarities. Also in Mass Effect, a lot of the technology is similar to that of the show Oblivion, the movie Oblivion that came out recently. So I got really mad at Oblivion because they ripped off, their guns look a lot like the guns they used in Halo 4, and I'm getting ticked off because a lot of these science fiction are taking these ideas from video games. They're taking a video game that has this great stuff that is art. I mean, I view video game as art. As people who collaborated, it's artistic, but it's also very high. It's not just for a movie. It's not just a prop. It's an interactive part of the game. It's a character. It adds something to it. Something that they came up with. And the movie people go in And they go, oh, that's a cool gun from this game. I'm going to take it and put it in my movie. Change a couple little things. And I'm like, you couldn't do that with the Death Star or an X-Wing because they're big. But just because it's a video game and not a movie, it gives you the right to just rip off the technology. And I really don't like that. I'm really big on logical consistencies within shows. So where you might see, I don't really care about that. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a, thing in a video game. I view video games in some respects almost more than a movie. Because the video game has to be interactive. It has multiple ways to play out. You are part of the story. Whereas in a movie, you're simply observing. Now, they can do a lot more with a movie because you're observing. But I really like video games. Mass Effect was really good on that. And so they took these things out and put them into these movies. Oblivion, everything just looks very Mass Effect 3 and very Halo 4. Especially Halo 4. Because of the storyline. I don't give away any spoilers because it has a great storyline. Has a lot of similarities. So, even a lot of the other Halo games have guns like that. So, I was watching this, and I saw this trailer, and Oblivion had already done it, and now Elysium is doing it too, and the shuttlecraft look even more like that from Mass Effect, even closer to Halo. I mean, it is a Halo world. Sure, it's got a little hub in the center, so it's kind of like a big Halo and then a little Halo, but it's the same thing. And I feel like the movie, it's going to be a good movie, but it's taking stuff, stuff that had a home already. And I guess you could say they're breathing it in, new life into it, which is good. And I'm sure that this is a book that was written or something. But I just feel like they're giving it a look that's already been taken. And I don't like that. But, so this happens in the movie, and I'm getting pissed. So I'm sitting back there, as any fangirl would, going, funky noises. His dad is sitting directly right in front and across from me. So I'm making these weird noises. And Star Trek Into Darkness, the intro plays, it comes up, and I go, I squeal. I don't know what his dad thought of me before, but if he heard me squeal like that, yeah. So, I'm a squealer apparently, and I release my excitement in meeps. Now I go, so meeps, not really screams or cries, but Star Trek Into Darkness did make me kind of tear up though. I'm really into that kind of comrade-like strong friendships. Not really too much the romance will do that, but the strong friendships will. So, I thought it was amusing because I go into this movie and I make all these fangirl noises, and Benedict Cumberbatch went out, and me and my friend grabbed each other, and we were like, oh. And just, now that I look at it, anyone watching me, I'm straight, but I really did not appear straight. And I've spent a lot of time trying to appear straight. Because while there may be nothing wrong with being gay, I'm not. Okay? And metrosexual, I guess you could say, and I'm heteroflexible and all that fun stuff. But it's still, I'm not. And I deal with it. I deal with the same having to watch what I say and do around people because I'll do something inappropriate or wrong or that that someone doesn't like because I'm too high-strung or excited. I'm really easy excited. I get so excited. Like, if I'm excited happy, I will shake. I'll be so excited. But if I'm excited, like scared and get nervous, I'll also get excited. That leads me to a panic attack. So I felt like I should make a video. I'm not really saying anything. I'm just kind of saying this happened. I was in this movie theater, and I'm trying, and I got really ticked off about these trailers, but also I got really excited about this Star Trek Into Darkness. And there just had to be someone there that already thinks I'm off my rocker. And I go squeal and make these noises and gasps and things like that. And it was just, it's kind of shameful. I mean, I'm proud of who I am, but other people don't make it easy, and I try to make it as easy as possible. Good movie, though. I recommend it. They're not very big into explaining the science of it, though, so it's kind of a stretch. Non-stop action is one of the reasons I really don't have anything to say about it. The movie itself, because there was no big plot things to think about. It was kind of funny, and it was kind of action, but it was like blow up, action, action, action. There was never any chance to just go, that's very insightful. So when I left the movie theater, there's nothing to talk about. It's just, oh, that was a really great explosion. Well, that's my rant for tonight. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like if you like it, if you agree with me about squealing or embarrassment or, I don't know. Like the video. Alright, thanks guys.